I think I'm just gonna give a quick review of this movie because I have nothing much to say, because spoiler alert, the movie's really fucking great. I think it's just one of those movies you really have to experience and watch in IMAX. I think that's the appropriate format to watch it in. I think it's gonna be one of those movies that are gonna be really appreciated later on in the future for being like, I was there to watch that in theaters. I was excited to watch this movie. I did see the teasers, I did see the trailers. It looked intriguing. I do like Michael B. Jordan, and Ryan Coogler has a pretty good filmography so far. But hey, seeing the trailers, I'm like, hey, it's gonna be kind of cool to see Ryan Coogler tackle a vampire story. That's kind of sick. And with Michael B. Jordan, that's cool. I have been looking forward to this movie, and yeah, it's really good. It has delivered everything that I wanted it to be. But it's not only just good, it's great. It is excellent. It is fantastic. I think that so far, this might be my favorite movie from this year, and I don't think anything could top it for right now. I watched the premiere night, and I really enjoyed it. The only problem I had, I did not watch it in IMAX. This movie was made for the IMAX experience to be watched on a big screen. The film itself utilizes this IMAX format with changing the aspect ratio depending on the scene that it's using for, depending on the character, the action. If you do go watch this movie, it might be a little bit pricier, or you could just sneak in like I will, but please watch this movie in IMAX. There's always been a couple movies that I've always wanted to rewatch in those big IMAX screen. The Dark Knight, How to Train Your Dragon, and Avatar. Because I never really got to watch Avatar in theaters. I love How to Train Your Dragon, but I just watched it on my basic TV. And The Dark Knight was made for IMAX. I think everyone has had that type of experience where they are like, oh man, I wish I could watch this in the big screen again. I wish they could re-release this movie in IMAX so I could re-watch it the way it was intended. Eventually this movie is going to be part of that list. I think you have to watch it in IMAX before it's just not available anymore. The story is really basic. It's basically just, a simple vampire story, but with a connection towards music in a beautiful way. It really has a simple story about utilizing oneself. It has themes of cultural appropriation, ideas of one's self-freedom, and the consequences that come with it. It just so happens to have, vampires in it. It tells you the meaning of the movie right away. The opening alone is going to give you the explanation of this film. If you get lost with the theme, that's on you. I don't know. The acting is really fucking good, especially for Michael B. Jordan. He plays two twin brothers, and he plays them so well. It felt like there were two genuine different people. The way they're integrated and interacting with each other actually looks so realistic. With all the marketing, you really think Michael B. Jordan's going to be the main guy, the main character, but no, it's their cousin Sammy, played by Miles Caden. You might be wondering, hey, have I seen this person before? Nope. This is his first film debut, and he hits it out of the park. The cinematography is just wonderful. There are so many beautiful shots in this movie that are wallpaper worthy, that are there to be a poster on its own. And it utilizes it so well with this IMAX format. And there's a scene in the middle that really shows the love and affection people have for filming. This is what we could do. This is what we could show. This is what we could emphasize if we care and love our craft so much. It emphasizes the theme of the movie, emphasizes the music of the movie, which is fantastic, by the way. The score is just amazing. This is just cinema at its best. And going back to the music, the fact that people were talking about
Ludwig
music is amazing. When people bring up composers or cinematographers or writers, it really shows how much people actually care about the craft they're making. Because most common people do not care about like, hey, this guy's shooting the film. Hey, this guy is making the music. Not a lot of common people care about that. But when people are talking about the composer itself, that's when a movie is doing its job. That is when a movie is doing amazing work. There's a lot of great composers, but not a lot of people are going to know them until they recognize, hey, I want to hear more of their work, because this movie really brought them to me. I think after watching this movie, I just recommend listening to the score by Ludwig. It is fantastic. At the end of the day, it's a simple vampire story, and yeah, it could get generic with what the vampires are. It just utilizes it really well. And it is not a happy movie. Trust me, the movie at the end is really depressing. The whole sole purpose of the ending builds onto the theme of the movie. It builds onto why this movie is talked about, why this movie is made, what's the purpose of the whole story. I think Ryan Coogler is slowly becoming a favorite director of mine. He really emphasizes really good storytelling and writing, and knows how to get his actors working together, especially him and Michael B. Jordan. Having Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan working together is like hot chocolate with whipped cream. It just works so well together, and it's just going to be a perfect experience. I think this is going to be my favorite film of the year. Maybe my favorite film of this decade. I don't know. It's going to be up there. I don't have much negatives to say about it. I loved almost everything in this movie. I think I'm gonna give this either a 9.5 or a 10. Half of me wants to be a 10, half of me wants to be a 9.5, but I want you to decide. So the moral of the story, please watch this movie.